Hello everyone, welcome back to Midnight Days Stories. Today's story is about the town that started forgetting people one by one. So let's start the story. I didn't believe in places that erase people, not metaphorically, I mean literally. People don't just disappear. There is always a trace, a wound, a footprint, a witness. But this case had none of that. Because in this story, people did not just go missing, they were slowly forgotten. And the most disturbing part, no one realized it was happening until it was too late. It started in a quiet mountain town called Aldmary. Population just under 4,000. The kind of place where everyone knows your name and your routine. The first person was a school teacher. Her name was Laura Bent. She taught English, lived alone, no enemies, no problems. One Monday morning, she simply did not show up to school. At first, no one panicked. People assumed she was sick, but when the principal called her phone, it was disconnected. Her house locked from inside, car in the driveway, keys on the table, kitchen. Everything normal except her. Police searched the area. No signs of struggle, no forced entry, no evidence he left, just absence. And what made it stranger? Half the town could not even clearly remember talking to her in the last few weeks. A few weeks later, something disturbing happened. A journalist from the nearby city came to investigate. He started interviewing residents, and that is when things broke reality. Some people remembered Laura vividly. Others said, I think I have heard that name before, maybe. And a few said something even worse. Was she actually a teacher here? The journalist noticed something odd. The more he asked, the more people seemed unsure about basic details of their own town. Then another person disappeared, a local mechanic, David Carter, same pattern, no goodbye, no trace. But this time, even his own brother was not fully sure what he looked like anymore. And that is when the journalist wrote in his notebook, this is not missing person, this is a memory erosion. The journalist stared longer, and what he discovered changed everything. There was a pattern. People who disappeared had one thing in common. They were all low social visibility. No social media activity, few close relationships, quiet routines, minimal public presence. It was like the town was filtering them out, but not physically, mentally. He started calling it the forgetting effects, and then he noticed something terrifying. The town itself was subtly correcting reality. Photos were changing, records were missing names, even graveyards have blank headstones where names used to be, as if reality itself was editing them out. The journalist tried to report it, but his editor replied, we don't have anyone named Laura Bent in our record. He checked his own notes. Laura file was gone. He checked his recording. Audio was scripted. Then something worse happened. He tried interviewing people again, and now people started saying, you were probably confused. This town has not had any disappearances. It was as if the story was collapsing in real time, like the truth itself was being overwritten. And then the final twist: the journalist checked into his hotel. The receptionist looked at him and said, "Sorry, do you have a reservation?" His name was not in the system, not missing, not cancelled, just never exists. Now, here is where things become hard to explain, because there are only two possibilities. Either, number one, this town had phenomena that erase human memory selectively, or two, the human mind itself is more fragile than we understand. Because if a person stopped being remembered completely, did they ever truly exist in a social sense? And more importantly, what happened when enough people are forgotten that even history stopped protecting them? No official records of Altamari exist today. Maps skip over it, databases don't return it. Even satellite images are inconsistent. But some researchers claim if you zoom into a certain mountain range at night, you can still see faint lights, like a town that refused to fully disappear. And if that's true, then the real horror is not that people can be forgotten. It is that something might be actively deciding who gets remembered and who does not. Because the scariest thing in this world is not death, it is being erased while you are still alive. So don't forget to subscribe this channel and press the bell icon for new updates. Thanks for watching.